holidays. It's literally 5 a.m. Good morning everybody and welcome back to the vlog. Today is a very special day because it is officially my 30th birthday. I feel like I've been talking to you guys about this for way too long, but today I've woken up in the most beautiful place thing I've ever seen in my life. We are in Positano. I need to show you guys the view from our room. It's spectacular. This is our very messy room. Do not judge us. I mean, I just make a mess of everywhere I go. But this is the view out on our balcony. Look at this. My boyfriend found this hotel online and booked it, and he did so well. Like, look at this. It's like straight off of a postcard. We've been here 24 hours already and I'm just not over it. Look at the pool down there, the boats, the crystal like clear blue water that's sparkling. I mean, wow, this doesn't really get much better than this. And then the view from this direction, it is incredible. Like, guys, look at this. Wow. Like, you actually can't see another place as far as I can see. I think there's like some mountains over there, but you can't see anything. Anyway, as I was saying, we actually arrived 24 hours ago. I didn't vlog yesterday because we were both so tired after the flight. We flew at 6 a.m, which meant we had to get up at like 3 a.m, so it's a bit of a struggle. But yesterday we just had quite a chilled day. We had some lunch down at the beach restaurant in this hotel. By the way, the hotel we're staying in is called Agave, something like that. Anyway, we're actually just about to go for breakfast. I've decided today is the day I'm going to start vlogging. We are here for, well, in Italy we're here for 5 days. In Positano we're here for 4 nights, and then we're going to stay in Naples for 1 night before we fly home. So I feel like it's going to be a good trip. I'm going to try and vlog as much as I can. Also, quick outfit of the day before we go to breakfast. So I picked up this little kind of cord set from Arket. Really, really comfy. I got it in black as well, so just thought it'd be really handy for summer holidays and just summer in general. Then I've gone for my Celine Triumph sunglasses in tortoiseshell. My bag is my Eva beach bag, which I am absolutely loving. I think it's so cute. And then my shoes are my Hermes Orans in tan. I feel like this mirror isn't really the best, but we're just gonna work with it because it's the only mirror that's kind of half full length in the hotel room. This is the entrance of the hotel, and then every single time I go anywhere I'm like, this is the view, but this is the view. But yeah, how amazing does that look? This is the hotel lobby. It's all very Italian, like sort of traditional Italian. And then this is the entrance area where you walk in. Look at the view from breakfast. I feel like in this vlog all I'm gonna say the whole time is look at the view, look at the view. But we've just been saying, I mean, we've been here 24 hours and the view, I just don't think you'd ever get bored of it. It's amazing. Look how cute, guys. I just bought out this for my birthday. It looks so pretty. Chocolate croissant over here after a chocolate donut. And look, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep showing you this all holiday, but seriously, wow, so good. This croissant's so nice as well. So pretty. We have just finished breakfast. Everyone has left. I just have to show you guys. So this is the view from like the bottom part of breakfast. So there is Positano down there. Well, we are in Positano, but like that's what you like, the main bit, if you see what I mean. And there's all the beach. But look at it. It is honestly spectacular. Look at the water, it's all glistening today. And you go all the way out. You can see it all the way. We're just waiting to get on the shuttle because the hotel provides these buses that take you into kind of like the town area. We're just on the way to lunch. We're walking. Well, we got the shuttle down here and now we're just walking. There's actually kind of a lot of people around here, I have to say. But the weather, stunning. Such nice weather. Look at the sun. Woo! Look at all these little shops and these paintings. There's a guy over here and he's making shoes in the street. Look, I'll show you. You see? Look at these one with lemons on. So cute. What kind of shoe do you think he's making? Do you reckon he's making one like those ones? It's a beautiful painting. How nice is that? There's all these little streets. We're heading to the beach because we want to see if we can get a boat for tomorrow. And look at these streets. Well, Mykonos is like this. What, the whole of it?
Yeah.
Really?
It's literally like this.
No way. Reese is saying that Mykonos is like this, but I've never been. So this is all very new to me. I really want to try this. I really need to get one of these. This looks like it's straight out of a postcard. Wow. This is where we're going for lunch today. Very excited, and I'm also very hungry. This is the restaurant view. We've just turned up. Wow. We're actually eating up there. I'm gonna go to our table. How beautiful is this? You need to tell them what it is. What have you ordered? I've had a caprese salad. Main course, I've gone for the tuna. It's very rare, guys, I have to say. It's very, very, very rare. The chips, fantastic. Reese has gone for, can't even see what I'm doing here, but what is that, babe? It's a seafood kind of platter. Lots of fried.
It's supposed to be sea bass. Can you see sea bass?
No, I actually can't, no, but maybe it's underneath all of that stuff. It looks quite good though. And also, this is the situation still out here. Wow, 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 wow. Good evening, everyone. We have both just got ready and we're about to go and head out for dinner. Truthfully, I think we would rather just be going to sleep, but tonight we're going to a restaurant that I really want to go to. It's in a hotel called Les Serinuse. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it looks spectacular. I feel like the views would definitely be better in the daytime, but I've heard it's really nice in the evening as well. So very much looking forward to it, even though we both feel exhausted. Today, after being down at the beach, we walked back upstairs. I kind of forgot I was vlogging, forgot to show you the staircase. How many stairs do you think we walked up? Yeah, like 1,000 stairs. Like, it was actually crazy. And I have chafed legs, like in between my thighs. I said that really loud. I hope no one else could hear me. Yeah, honestly, in between my thighs, the chafing, like, is just not okay. It's not okay. So yeah, I'm wearing a skirt tonight to kind of like, I put a pair of trousers on and I was like, I actually cannot wear these. Anyway, let me show you like the evening view before we go out for dinner. How beautiful. Look at this. It's a little bit chilly in the evenings. Obviously it's still April, so yeah, I've got a little like kind of jacket on, but other than that, I mean, it's absolutely perfect. Pasta and sea bass. Yum, 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 yum. Look how gorgeous the toilets are in here. I don't think I've ever seen toilets so pretty. Wow. By the way, do you want to see my outfit this evening? It's not really the best, I can't lie, guys. I have this little jacket, which is from Oasis. My t-shirt or vest top is from Zara. My skirt you can't really see. I've got a long silk skirt on. It's from Arket. I have my Hermes Orans on. My YSL hobo. We're about to go home. Good morning, guys. We are just on the way to catch a boat. We're going to Capri for the day, which we're very much looking forward to. We kind of debated doing it, and in the end we thought, look, we probably were going to come back to the Amalfi Coast, but we're here and we're kind of just treating it like if we don't come back, we're just going to do everything today. So it's actually really early. It's 9:30, which is actually 8:30 UK time. It's actually not that early, is it? But I feel like it feels early because we got up at 6 AM. Right, today is another beautiful day weather-wise. We feel so lucky with the weather because this time of year it can be quite temperamental, and looking at the forecast, it's thunderstorms and rain for the next few weeks, well, next week or so after this. But it is kind of funny because we are literally in t-shirts and shorts, and the locals are all in kind of like jackets and I mean, coats is a bit of an exaggeration, but they're definitely in thick clothes. We need to get a snack before we get on the boat. I really want to try one of these before we leave because they're everywhere. I think it's lemon sorbet. Look at that. Is that a donut? Look at the size of that. Is that a donut? Cream croissant. These all look nice. So this is where we booked the boat. There's all these kind of little stalls here. So we booked it through them, and then we're now walking to the boat. This is where you also catch the ferry. So this whole line here is the line for the ferry, which takes you to all the different islands. But we decided to get a little boat for the day, and then it kind of gives you like a private tour. And also because we've heard so many horror stories at the moment about the ferry queues. And like yesterday, the amount of people trying to get on this ferry was insane. So today we're getting on a little boat instead. And here is our boat. Cute. We have arrived in Capri. Wow, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wow, it looks very nice here. I'm out of breath because we just walked up so many steps. But yes, very beautiful. Wait until you see the taxis. Look at this one here. This is how the taxis look. It's like bumper cars. Look at the inside of it. This is so funny. Oh my goodness. My hair looks such a mess because it was so windy on the boat. I literally sat the whole time with my hoodie on and my hood up, but yeah, my hair is just not giving, but this is so funny. Okay, we're in like the main part of Capri now. There's all these beautiful shops. We've got Bottega, we have Yves Saint Laurent, I think we've got Chanel, we've got Miu Miu. I also love this bag so much, but we sit here. We just sat down to have some lunch. This is the setting we're in right now, and here are our menus. And I've just got myself an Aperol, and we've had some bread and oil. Food has arrived. I have gone for cod with potato underneath. I think it's got some spinach on it too. Then we have these, which are meant to be fries, but they're more like crisps, but they taste very nice. And Reese has got, I don't know if you know if you can see this, the sun's so bright. That we're staying in. So on the first day we ate in this restaurant, and then our hotel is this entire way all the way up the cliff there. How crazy is that? And then we're pulling back into Positano now, but look how low the cloud is. The weather's taking a bit of a turn this afternoon. It's getting a little bit chilly. We're off the boat and we're walking up the stairs. Honestly, I said this to Reese yesterday, but you couldn't come to Positano unless you were fit, like, because honestly my fitness isn't great, can't lie, but the amount of stairs there are, I mean you could get taxis but they're kind of hard to get because all the streets are so narrow, it's hard to kind of get in there, but the steps are just insane. There's another set, you kind of get up one set of stairs and onto the next one. Whew. It's a workout, my calves are actually hurting. There's a lizard. Look at it, running along. There's so many of these little lizards on this balcony, well, just in this hotel in general. Let me zoom in a bit closer. It's kind of cute. Baby, stop your leg! Okay, we just arrived at dinner and we're actually back at a restaurant we came on the first night because it was nice, it was local, and it was just really easy. So we've got sea bass, spicy pasta, margherita pizza, chips, and this is the setting. It's very cute. It's a little bit chilly, can't lie, but very cute. Hello everybody, I have not vlogged all day and it is about 5 p.m. We are just about to go out for some dinner. We are both very hungry. We've had a very, very lazy day today. We've been in the hotel all day long. We went for breakfast at the hotel and then we were going to walk down to kind of like the beach area, but the weather hasn't been the best. It's actually really hot this morning, but we've had a little bit of rain this afternoon. But as I've said, I think many times in this vlog, we felt so lucky for the good weather we have had, and the fact that it's raining on our last day, we were just kind of like, it is what it is. So we actually, yeah, had the laziest day where we just slept all afternoon, and we've now just woken up, and as I said, we're very, very hungry. So we're going to take a little stroll into town or catch the shuttle, which is, what's the time, babe? 25 past 5. Oh, we've just missed it. Are we idiots? Oh, we've just missed the shuttle, not even looking at the time. Anyway, yeah, we're going to probably have to walk into town and go and get some food. But yeah, that should be good. We have just arrived at the location we are going for dinner. It's on this little bend here. Looks very cute here actually. candles outside and everything. The restaurant's only just opened, so we are the only ones here, but it's really lovely in here. The hotel we're staying at has been so good with sorting out like reservations for restaurants and things like that. They even took my number so I can WhatsApp them. So this afternoon I WhatsApped them and I asked them if they could give me any recommendations on somewhere that's casual that do pizzas, and they kind of give you a few options. I looked them up online and then they booked the table for you, which has been so good. Because we've actually booked most of our reservations through them, which was very good. I feel like the hotel staff have been so helpful. Most attentive hotel staff we've ever experienced. So lovely. We have eaten so much bread and oil and balsamic this trip. It's been insane. I've also eaten so many tomatoes with mozzarella. This is one of my favourite things to eat. It's so fresh. I love it. But yeah, the bread situation. I don't even usually eat that much bread. So we're still waiting for the margherita pizza, but the lobster pasta has turned up. This is the first time we've actually had fries that are fries as we know them. Usually they're kind of like chopped potatoes, which are actually really nice. Well, obviously fries are chopped potatoes. That sounds so stupid, doesn't it? Taste test. No, fries are obviously chopped potatoes, but like, do you know what I mean? They're like cuts of like almost, anyway, whatever. You've seen them in like other nights, I'm sure. We've got a mixed salad and yeah, hopefully margherita pizza's coming. My pizza has arrived, it looks great. And you've just said this is the best pasta you've had since you've been here, do you?
Yeah, because it's soft.
Not meant to say that. I have this thing, I don't really think I should say it because I feel like I'm going to offend lots of Italians out there. So please take what I say with a pinch of salt. It's just personal taste and all that. But the pasta we've experienced out here has always been very al dente. It's quite hard. I think that's actually how pasta is meant to be served, considering we're in Italy and that's where pasta is from. But we overcook pasta and we make it very soft and squidgy. And so here, when every single restaurant we've been to, the pasta is like hard, it's just not been the vibes we've been after. So tonight the pasta has actually been quite soft. Very much enjoyed it, but yeah, for us, Italian pasta, I mean every pasta is Italian, but pasta in Italy, as I say, I feel like I'm going to offend a lot of people by saying this, but it's just not the best. Well, I'm sure it is for some people, but yeah. We've been here how many days? 3, 4 days? 4 days, and this is my first tiramisu of the trip, and I love a tiramisu. I don't know why it's taken me so long to have one. It's very good. Just nipped into a bar while we're waiting for the shuttle, and I've been wanting one of these lemons filled with lemon sorbet since we got here. So even though it's night time, I had to have one. Good morning, my loves. We're just about to go to breakfast. The weather today, let me show you how bad it is. It's actually terrible. Look at this. It is torrential rain, and you can barely see in front of you. Like, you can't even really see the sea. You can just about see the houses. Look at this, it's so bad. It's been raining all morning. So what better day to be leaving? We feel very grateful that today is the day that we're going. Although we're not actually going home, we're going to Naples for one night before we fly back to the UK. We just decided to do that because here is about an hour's drive from Naples. We decided just to get kind of back to where the airport was a day before, just so we weren't stressing the day that we were flying and stuff. And also it's quite nice to like experience a different area. Anyway, let's go and get some breakfast. Today I think we're gonna have to sit inside. We sat outside every day since we've been here, but this weather is telling me I've got to sit inside. Another very handy thing about this hotel is they actually provided umbrellas. We were hoping we wouldn't have to use them, but today's the day. Positano, still very pretty, even in the pouring rain, and also poor visibility. Look how much water there is running down these steps. It has been raining for a very long time. The view today is not as great. And we're inside, but still very nice. I've just arrived at our hotel in Naples. Okay, we're gonna go right now to go and get some pizza because, I mean, we've eaten so much pizza over the last week. However, the taxi driver told us that Naples is famous for its pizza and the pizza here is different to the one in Positano. So we're gonna go and see if that's true. I mean, I'm sure it's true because the guy lives in Naples. But anyway, we'll see you at the pizza shop. Look at this. Wow. This is incredible in here. I feel like the streets are kind of reminding me of Barcelona. Kind of, maybe. I feel like the balconies and the buildings and things are so similar. Anyway, we're going to this pizza restaurant that the hotel recommended. Very cute in here, and it's also very busy, and it's also very hot. After being in Positano, we can't get over how cheap Naples is. It's honestly so insanely cheap in comparison. So we've got a Greek salad, which is absolutely huge, and we've also got arancini, which look delicious. I have got a margherita with pine nuts, and Reese has got a margherita. We're so boring. this was the pizza bar from the outside. And it was the best pizza we've had since being in Italy by a million miles, wasn't it?
Yes,
it was
sure
so good, honestly. So nice. And also, the bill was 37 euros. And bear in mind, even the cheapest place we ate in Positano was like 60 euros and was nowhere near as nice as that. Naples is so much cheaper than Positano. Like, honestly, like looking back, Positano was so expensive.
One thing about Naples though, there's dog shit everywhere.
Yeah, there is dog shit everywhere, I agree with that. The pavements are covered in dog shit in Naples, to be fair. Obviously Positano is so much more beautiful, and like I feel like I'll talk about it maybe tonight or something. We have found the shops. Look at this Louis Vuitton store, and then there is Gucci over here as well. But everything is shut. We think it's because either it's just because it's Monday or because it's bank holiday. But I don't know if they have the same bank holidays as us, we're unsure, but yeah. We are at the beach in Naples. Over there, Ree says, is Capri. Positano apparently is around the corner. That's Sorrento. I can't see. This is Sorrento over here. And yeah, it's kind of nice down here. The weather is tragic. Like honestly, it would be better at home right now, but it's the last day, so we're not going to complain. Not to make ourselves look like tourists or anything, but we have a map here, which is what the hotel gave us, which is how we knew about that pizza place, which was good. I have just had my 100th Apro of the trip, and Lisa's got his Disrunner and Coke. They just bought us all these little snacks, and this is the view. How lovely is that? This is like literally a bucket of April, look at it, compared to the size of my hand. And lift it up. Cheers. And just like that, I'm back in London, and I have to say the weather here today is better than it was the last few days in Italy, but no complaints because I had the best birthday trip ever. We honestly had the best time. It was so good. But before I end this vlog, I want to kind of answer some questions that I think you might have, because when we were looking at going to Positano and going to Italy, there was a few things that we were really unsure of, and when I kind of watched other people's vlogs and kind of googled and things, I never really got the right answers. And I really want this vlog to help any of you that wanted to visit Positano or the Amalfi Coast and answer some of the questions you might have. So I've written down a few questions. The first one is, how do you get from Naples to Positano, Amalfi, Capri and places like that? This is something that honestly I googled so many times. I asked many people, and I feel like everyone made it sound like it was so much harder than it was. And we basically flew into Naples, we walked out of the airport, we went into a taxi rank and we got into a cab, and they took us all the way to Positano, which the journey was about an hour and 10 minutes. I do hear though in high season, because we went in April, so it's a little bit out of season. We didn't actually realise that, but it's a little bit out of season, which meant it was a little bit quieter, even though it was quite busy. So I kind of dread to think how busy it must get in kind of the summer months. But yeah, it only took us an hour and 10 minutes to get there. In busy traffic, we did get told that it can take sometimes 5 hours, which is kind of insane. And the taxi did cost us 200 euros. We do think we might have got ripped off with the taxi fare. When we got in, they said that it was going to be double whatever the meter is. So the meter said it was going to be like 90 euros and they charged us 200. We don't really understand why, but we paid it and that was the end of that. I did actually look up online though, and if we was a bit more organised, which we never are, but if we was, we should have booked a transfer in advance from the airport, and they cost you roughly 80 to 90 euros. If you're on a budget though, there is a much cheaper way of doing it. You can actually get a train from Naples to Sorrento, and then I think you need to get a cab from Sorrento to Positano. It just felt like a lot of hassle for us, but if you're on a budget, I feel like that's a really great option. And another great option if you want to save a little bit of money is to get a ferry, and you can get a ferry all the way from Naples right into Positano. I think it takes just over an hour, don't quote me on that, but that's also a really inexpensive way of doing it if you don't want to spend the money on a cab. But overall, it was so much simpler than we thought it was going to be, and I don't know why we stressed about it so much. It's actually half the reason I've never been to the Amalfi Coast, because I thought it was a nightmare to get to, and it's really so easy. Next question is, what hotel did we stay in? Now, I mentioned it a number of times in the vlog, but just to recap, we stayed in a hotel called Agavi. I'm probably saying it wrong, but anyway, my boyfriend booked this hotel. He found it, he booked it, and it was incredible. The views were probably the best views I've ever seen in my entire life. Staff was so friendly, and they also booked lots of our restaurant reservations, like I told you in the vlog as well. And they also offered a shuttle which took you all the way down into kind of like the main area in Positano. The only thing I would say about the hotel is it definitely was out of the kind of hustle and bustle of everywhere, and it was a very long walk down to the beach, lots of stairs and a very long walk back up. For us, it didn't really matter. We actually quite enjoyed the walk, and because the hotel offer that free shuttle, comes every hour, you can kind of jump in that and they'll take you back to the hotel or back down to the beach, whichever way you want to go. Another great thing about our hotel being a little bit kind of away from everything was the fact that the views were so amazing. We kind of realized that when you're in the middle of Positano and you're in the middle of kind of like, you know, all the houses and things, you can't see, like, you can see the sea and the views are still great, but they're so much better when you're kind of like out of it and you're looking down on it, if that makes sense. So that's why our hotel views were so spectacular, and overall I definitely would recommend the hotel. Another question I got a lot on Instagram, was it easy to get around? Were there taxis and things like that? And there definitely are. Once again, we went a little bit out of season, so it was a little bit quieter than it usually would be. And there were a lot of taxis. I think the only thing I would say about the taxis is no matter how far you're going, which if you're staying in Positano, you're not going far because it's very compact, the taxi is going to cost you 30 euros. Even if you're going to the end of the road, it's just like the standard rate is 30 euros unless you're going outside of Positano. And so if you're going to get taxis every single place you're going, you're going to end up spending a fortune on taxis. There is, I think there's a bus. We often saw like a bus sort of like going through the centre. We never got on it, but that must be a lot cheaper to get on the bus. But yeah, that's why the free shuttle with our hotel was such a godsend. Another question I've been asked a lot about was it expensive? Now, I did touch on this in the vlog as well, but we live in London, and London is renowned for being one of the most expensive places, I think, in the entire world, and so we're kind of brainwashed to London prices. So most of the times when we go different places, we actually say, God, this is really cheap, because we're used to London being so expensive. So Positano, we went and we didn't really think anything of it at first, like price-wise, but it wasn't until we sort of like took a step back and then we thought, we've just paid 12 euros for a Coca-Cola. Like 12 euros for a Coke, like that even blows London prices out of the water. And we very rarely went anywhere for dinner, anywhere like sort of, no, I don't want to say like fancy, but you know, like with a good view and things, for less than, or even lunch for less than 200 euros for the two of us. Bearing in mind we don't really drink, so I probably had an Aperol Spritz, Reese would have had a Disaronno and Coke, and we'd have probably had a starter or shared a starter. Both had a main course, and we pretty much never had a dessert except for in one restaurant. And the bill always came to about 200 euros in the kind of fancier, well-known restaurants that have incredible views. So I guess you're kind of paying for the view and things. And to be honest, 200 euros when you're not drinking, I feel like is quite a lot of money. But of course, like anywhere in the world, there were kind of like some, I don't want to call backstreet restaurants, that sounds like they're like not nice. They were really beautiful, but you can kind of find some like hidden treasures and some really like authentic Italian restaurants that are so much more affordable. We actually just found one by coincidence, and I think our dinner came to like 60 euros, which was a fraction of the price we've been paying. And actually the food was, we actually thought better. So I think overall I would say Positano is definitely expensive, but at the same time you can do it super expensive or you can do it a little bit more affordable. I guess it's kind of like any big tourist destination in the world. I feel like they hike the prices up because they just know people are gonna pay it. I'd like to say that when we went to Naples, we realized how much cheaper Naples was, like insane difference in price. But at the same time, Naples was nowhere near as beautiful and nowhere near as nice. So I feel like those are the main questions I've seen you guys messaging me on Instagram to answer. But if you do have any other questions, I will definitely try and help you out. I'm definitely no pro at Positano or the Amalfi Coast, but now I've been, I feel like I can definitely answer a few more questions than I could have before. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I truly did have the best birthday, and today I'm actually starting a new vlog because I'm going to Paris this weekend with my best friends. The birthday celebrations are definitely not over yet, so I'll hopefully see you guys in my next video. Lots of love, take care, and I will see you there. Bye bye.